This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit.
Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. Second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw.
Got a man. That's Antoine Green.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
2nd and 11.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, you left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Ready. In motion right is Mingo. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Now, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but, of course, that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another run here with Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. Running right. Here's Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. Now 2nd and 3. Young. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated grooves. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this throw caught left side. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 28 yards, and the Lions have taken the lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands, and on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go, and when you're an RB1, running back 1, you got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down, back to Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he's not going to get there. That was going to be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Slot man moves right.
Cut. Ready, go.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where did this one go out? Well, they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Gibbs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Gibbs again. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at about the 2. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick here is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. That throw by Young incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw, Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he did it, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Check. 22 needle. Cut.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Hey, go steal.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Given 4 on the ground there, they're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Young on 3rd down. He's got a man complete. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of a... Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Young on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now. Might have fought.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. They got his man, complete! Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. throw there, incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Young. And my goodness, another interception. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but this is taken in. It's complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards. First and 10, Young. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Third down and 1. They'll throw again. Young. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw, Young. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Another run for Gibbs here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. Shoves him away. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Hand off now to Gibbs. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
And Gibbs has it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Here's Gibbs. Down inside the 40.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The give right side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, here's Gibbs.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders.
Down the right sideline. He may go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Miles Sanders, 69 yards. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0s. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably